Do you believe in God?
My mom is gonna watch this, so yes.
Your mom's gonna watch you say that.
Yeah.
Do you believe in God?
Oh, goodness.
This one's a polarizing question, isn't it?
Yes.
I do with all my heart.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
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 No.
Do you believe in God?
No. I don't. No, I don't. No.
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 I do not.
No. Maybe. That's in the air.
Yeah, I guess I do. I just came back from the South, so I got to right now.
Tell me about your belief. Who is God?
I define God as my personal savior, my friend.
All-powerful, all-knowing.
I don't believe that it's this almighty being that like lives in the clouds and wears a white robe.
And God is maybe just the creator of this universe, or maybe the one who runs it, or whatever it is, but it's something bigger than us, I think.
Do you believe in God?
I do.
I do.
I believe there is a God.
I do believe there's a higher being.
Higher being?
Higher power.
I don't know what it is, but I believe in him. Her.
Is God a he?
No, God is just God.
I don't think it's a man, it's just something, like some energy up there.
I refer to God as he, but in my heart, I don't really feel God is a gender. God is a spirit.
I would just believe it's a spiritual being.
I'm spiritual.
Spirit.
Spiritualism. I like the ritual of humans.
Do you believe in God?
I believe in, something bigger. I literally asked my parents when I was younger, what's God? And my very open-minded parents said, God is whatever you want it to be. God is whoever or whatever. And I was like, fucking hippies.
Did you grow up religious?
I was raised Catholic.
Tibetan Buddhist.
Presbyterian, Mormon,
Christian.
Muslim. Hasidic.
Hindu. I grew up in the Church of the Nazarene.
My mother's mother was like Pentecostal, so I was inundated with like speaking in tongues and shit. It was terrifying.
Like voodoo Christianity, like scary. We were exercising people like every weekend.
I was raised Catholic.
Growing up Catholic, you had to believe. And even to this day, my grandma calls me and she's like, remember to pray. And I'm like, for sure, but I don't. My family is Buddhist. Grew up Buddhist.
I'm Buddhist, so like my religion doesn't really have a God per se. It's just more of a philosophy.
Do you believe in God?
I used to.
Did you grow up religious at all?
Yeah.
I started asking a lot of questions, because that's what you do when you are a teenager and your best friends are outside the faith and gay, and your church says that those people are bad and terrible.
It took my mother 2 years to be okay with me being gay, and one of her main arguments was the church still doesn't approve.
I think it was just like really hard to like be in a church where they're like, if you're gay, you're going to hell. And I'd be like, well, I don't feel like I'm going to hell.
The church has done a lot of hurt and will continue to do hurt if they don't fix that.
Do you believe in God?
Not personally, no.
No, I do not believe in God. I believe in science.
Like feasibly, I don't really understand how it would work.
I just question a lot.
I'm not sure if it's a real thing.
If there is a God and he made all this, and like, is he by himself? Just chilling, like doing nothing?
I'm not saying that there's no God. There may be a God out there. Not trying to offend God, but there's no proof.
There's no proof that is actually there.
I'm kind of a person who has to like be able to see something to like believe it.
I think I've had my doubts, but I still believe in God.
Do you believe in God?
Some days, and other days I just rail against the universe because it is so unfair, so unjust.
All the shit that happens in this world, it's really hard for me to believe that there's a God that would just let all that shit happen.
He puts us in those situations because he feels like we're capable of getting through it.
Have you ever had any spiritual moments where you kind of felt the presence of something greater than you?
Yes. 20 years ago, me and my, at the time, 7 kids were homeless. Some of us were living in the car and some of us were at other places. My gas tank was never empty and my pockets were never empty. I'm like, that wasn't me. That had to be something.
Yeah.
He got us, he took care of us.
I just know that he's there. I feel him all the time.
I can feel it.
I just feel him around.
It's an intangible presence that feels like it's helping you along.
A positive, motivated force in my life.
I just think like a healthy belief in some type of larger power keeps people grounded.
Do you believe in God?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I do.
I do.
I do.
I do.
I do believe in God.
Yeah,
Tell me about that.
I love God.
Well, where do we go after we die?
I haven't been there,
So I can't really answer that question.
I think we get on a big wheel and get thrown back into the mix.
Boy, I'm gonna go to heaven. I'm talking about.
Do you believe in heaven and hell?
Yeah, it's definitely a down below and up top.
Where do we go after we die?
I don't know where anybody goes after they die. I go to heaven. I don't care if I'm on like basement level, as long as I'm not in the fiery pits of hell, because I don't do heat. So I don't care where I go as long as I'm in there.